Hello, dear friends. Today, let's work on our listening skills and comprehension with a classic fable, The Dog and the Bone. Once upon a time, a little dog found a big, tasty bone. He was so excited that he grabbed it and ran to find a quiet spot to chew it in peace. As he was crossing a river, the dog looked down and saw his reflection in the water. But the silly dog thought it was another dog with another bone. How greedy of him, right? He barked loudly to snatch that other bone. But as soon as he opened his mouth, his own bone dropped into the water and sank. The poor dog lost it all and had to go home with nothing. This is a classic story about greediness. Have you ever been greedy, like the dog in the story? We all want things that belong to others sometimes, but we can't have it all, you know. If we are too greedy and always want more, we might lose what we already have. It's okay to be greedy sometimes, but remember, if you are too greedy, you may not get anything at the end, like the dog in the story. Let's have a look at some new words from the story. A fable, a type of story which has a moral at the end. Greedy, wanting more and more things, crossing, going from one side to the other side of something, like a river or a road. Reflection, the image formed by the rays of light that are reflected by a mirror or water. Barked, spoke in a loud, rough voice. Snatched, took hold of something quickly and roughly. Drove, moved something by force. Now, let's have a look at some sentences using these new words. Would you like to read these sentences? Yes, I'm sure you would. Here is your first sentence. This is a fable about a dog and his bone. Well done. This is a classic story about greediness. Well done. Have a look at this. As he was crossing the river, the dog looked down and saw his reflection in the water. That's a good one. As soon as he opened his mouth, his own bone dropped into the water. Fantastic. And finally, if you are too greedy, you may not get anything at the end. That's correct, and that is the moral of the story. Well done. You finished the lesson. See you next time.